Hello everyone. It is great to see you this afternoon for the Star Teacher, Star Student Award Ceremony for the class of 2026 presented by Gaston County Schools and GSM Services. I am Todd Hagans, and it is a pleasure to see all of you this afternoon as we celebrate our Star Teachers and our Star Students. This ceremony recognizes outstanding high school students in the class of 2026 and the accomplished teachers who have gone above and beyond the call of duty to see that they are successful. We would like to thank GSM Services for sponsoring this wonderful recognition program again this year, and we appreciate everyone here at the Gaston Early College High School and at Gaston College for working with us to host our Star Teacher, Star Student ceremony. Now we are going to have comments from our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Morgan Houchard.
Well, good evening. And thank you all for being here as we recognize our Star Teachers and our Star Students for the class of 2026. We'd like to express our appreciation to GSM Services for sponsoring this ceremony once again. They've made this outstanding program possible for this year. We'd also like to express our appreciation to everyone who had a hand in organizing and coordinating this program. The ceremony is always a highlight of the school year as it serves a way for us to usher in our graduation season and also helps us celebrate outstanding seniors and the class of 2026 and their most influential teachers. It goes without saying that this year's Star Teachers and students shine brightly. They have accomplished many wonderful achievements both inside and outside the classroom. The students' academic records are impressive, to say the least. Their leadership in extracurricular and community activities is commendable, and they have received numerous awards and accolades during their high school career. Without question, they are the stars for a better tomorrow. The teachers here today were selected for being a star in the eyes of the people who are most affected by their work, their students. The Star Teachers have sparkled in their students for knowledge, skills, creativity, and confidence that is needed to reach their fullest potential. And they have inspired our Star Students to reach beyond the stars, as we know, they will do. We are extremely proud of our Star Students in the class of 2026. We are pleased to recognize their Star Teachers this evening. So congratulations to all of our honorees as we extend our very best wishes for continued success. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Houchard. Now we would like to recognize GSM Services, and representing GSM Services with us this afternoon, we have Stephen Long with us, as well as Lee Langford and Donna Caskey. We appreciate, especially this year, the support of this program, and thank you for helping us make it possible. And at this time, Lee Langford will come forward to share remarks on behalf of GSM Services.
Good evening, everyone. On behalf of GSM Services, it is truly an honor to be here with you tonight and celebrating these incredible students and the teachers who have made such a difference in their lives over the past few years. For nearly 100 years, GSM Services has been proud to call Gaston County home. Since 1927, we are knocking on our 100-year anniversary. We've believed that we're more than just a business. We're part of this community, built by the people of this community. So supporting students and the educators here in Gaston County is certainly something that means a lot to us. Each year at GSM, we choose a theme word that helps guide the culture that we want to have at GSM and the kind of company we want to be, the kind of people we want to be, not only at work, but at home and in our community. And so this year, our word or our phrase is be exceptional. So I thought about, when I was thinking about tonight and what to say, I thought, well, that goes right along with our word of the year, be exceptional. When you think about excellence and you Google it, or Chat GPT or whatever. I know Google's going to be extinct soon probably, but you'll see that it is talked about by everyone. There you can find an inspirational quote from Aristotle to athletes to CEOs. But they all come back to the same idea. Excellence isn't a single moment. It's built over time. It's in the consistency of showing up every day and choosing to work hard. It's choosing character and perseverance over what's easy and what's convenient. And it's investing in something that is bigger than yourself. And that's what tonight represents. It's what we're here to celebrate. The students who, over the past 4 years and beyond, have made those choices, and the teachers who pour into those students every single day. And we also recognize that each of you represents so many exceptional students and teachers across this county who are making a difference. So at GSM, we believe when people choose to be exceptional in how they lead, how they teach, how they mentor, and how they serve others, it strengthens our community and it shapes not only the future of Gaston County, but beyond. So congratulations to all of tonight's STAR students and STAR teachers, and thank you for letting us be a very small part of such a meaningful event.
Thank you, Ms. Lankford, for your remarks, and thank you to GSM Services for your continued support of this program. We are ready at this time to meet our STAR teachers and our STAR students for the class of 2026. Before we begin, I asked one of the ladies if everybody had eaten all of that cake back there, and they told me that we had some cake left and that some of the students said, "I'm way too nervous because I've got to speak to eat cake." So for the students who did not enjoy cake, we'll leave some out back there and you can get a piece of cake on your way home. How does that sound? Okay. It is a pleasure to introduce our STAR teachers and STAR students for the class of 2026. I will introduce each student and teacher and have the student come forward to the podium to read his or her essay. We would like for the teacher to stand right here on that yellow X that you'll see on the floor while the student shares his or her essay. Then we will give the teacher an opportunity to make brief remarks before the award presentation by Superintendent Houchard. We begin our recognition this evening with the Gaston Early College High School. The STAR student is Elijah Duclos. Elijah plans to attend either Gaston College, Isothermal, or Cleveland Community College to major in nursing, and he hopes to pursue a career as a cardiac nurse. His STAR teacher is Kristen Miller. Ms. Miller is a social studies teacher right here at the Gaston Early College High School. Let's welcome them at this time.
I'll go ahead. Ms. Miller is the kind of teacher who makes learning really exciting. She's always encouraging us to be creative, and you can feel that she genuinely loves what she teaches. Because she's so enthusiastic, it's easy for us to get excited about it. One of the things that we got excited about was our graphic identity project. It meant a lot to me because it was one of the first times where I really put a lot of effort into my project. My group, we worked really hard on it, and when our effort was recognized, it felt really rewarding. It showed me that the work that we put in, it really matters. She's also one of the teachers who leads Phi House at our school, and I think that's one of the places where she is the most influential. In houses, she hosts guide discussions about donations and charity work, and her passion for helping others is infectious, and it motivates the rest of us to care more about what we're doing. In our house, she fans the flames in all of us. In our school, she fans the flames in all of us. That's what she does best. She makes all of us feel seen. She notices the merit in each of us, and no student's talents or abilities go unnoticed around her. She encourages those strengths and pushes us to grow into them. Some of that growth comes from our own efforts, yeah, but it's clear to see that the part that she plays is crucial. It's often the little things that she does that make the biggest of differences. And those small acts of encouragement may seem simple, but they mean the world to those on the other end.
I think you should have to stand on the yellow X too. Thank you. For the record, this is Elijah, but he's also Ian, so I don't have his name wrong when I switch names. Okay, Elijah has always been a star before he ever joined our program his sophomore year, but it was fate that he was meant to be a Spartan. Ian is like the sun, bringing warm sentiments and feelings, optimism and light to the classroom, the school environment, and to those around him. Enriching our school, and contributing actively to our school culture. Whether it's volunteering, participating in Spartan games, or doing classwork, he enters every scenario with a positive attitude that is contagious and helps out when someone needs a hand. Handling time management with grace and multiple demands for assignments with a smile, very few things will ruin Ian's day. Ian has set the bar for what an ideal student is and should be. His impact on the world has yet to be seen, but will be amazing to witness. We have been blessed to have him in our school. He's left a legacy in our hearts, and we look forward to the awesomeness that he's going to bring to the world.
Next, we are ready to recognize our star student and star teacher for the Gaston Early College of Medical Sciences. The star student is Morgan Melton. She plans to attend Gardner-Webb University or Western Carolina University to major in nursing or physical therapy and hopes to work in the health science field. Her star teacher is Tommy Ramkinsoon. Mr. Ramkinsoon is a social studies teacher at the Gaston Early College of Medical Sciences. Please welcome them at this time.
Social studies, particularly American history, has always been one of my favorite things to study. It is amazing to have a social studies teacher like Mr. Ramkinsoon who loves history as much as I do. He is the type of teacher that will keep you engaged in the content by finding a story or a scenario to go with it. One of the most memorable days in his American history class is a doll factory simulation to show just how difficult working environments used to be. I still have flashbacks of trying to color the doll as fast and neat so that Mr. Ram wouldn't fire me or put my doll on the wall of shame. It was a fun way to learn that did not require taking notes the entire class period. He's the best teacher because he does not tell you what to think, but how to think. Mr. Ram challenges you to think through your answers while considering the long-term impact. Students go to him as they are talking about difficult decisions like college or career choices. Mr. Ram asks you questions that help you weigh the decisions carefully. There is a topic or question that he is not willing to listen to, question that he's not willing to listen to and help students determine their best path. He is known for encouraging you to do the research and make the decision for yourself based on what you believe is right or wrong. Mr. Ram is not only a social studies teacher, but a mentor for students.
I'm truly honored today to recognize Morgan Melton as the star student from Gaston Early College of Medical Sciences. When I think of a star, I think of something that shines steadily, not just in one moment, but over time. A star doesn't flicker when things get difficult. It continues to shine through the darkness. And that is exactly who Morgan is. She is tenacious, independent, and quietly confident in who she is and where she is going. Did I say quietly? I'm sorry. Morgan doesn't need the spotlight to prove her worth. She simply shines because of the way she lives her life every single day. I can confidently say that Morgan represents the very best of Gaston County schools in excellence, leadership, service, and character. Speaking of character, her Christian character is not something she simply talks about. It's something she lives out daily, in the way she treats others, in her humility, and in her willingness to serve. Morgan reflects a deep-rooted belief in God. She leads with kindness, integrity, and compassion, and it is clear that her faith guides both her actions and her decisions. As the only social studies teacher at GECMS, I have the unique privilege of watching Morgan grow over several years instead of just one class. Not just as a student, but as a leader. Through her work in student government as class vice president and president, planning prom, organizing the senior sunrise, or designing senior shirts, she doesn't just show up. She leads, and she leads well. What makes her leadership even more remarkable is that it's matched by her outstanding academic accomplishments, earning second place in the county science fair, being selected as a junior marshal, member of the National Honor Society, and being named a Moorhead Kane Scholarship nominee. These honors don't just recognize her academic ability, they reflect her work ethic and high standards she sets for herself in everything she does. There are some students that don't enjoy history, but then, as Morgan said, there are some students that do enjoy history. During our unit on the World Wars, I'm convinced she didn't just walk to class, she would practically run. I'm pretty sure if we had timed her, she would have set a school record for getting to my class from her other class. Most students come in a little tired. Morgan comes in ready for battle, historically speaking, of course. In fact, her 9th grade year, I had the privilege of awarding her the Distinguished Historian Award for outstanding analytical writing and inquiry skills. She also won the VFW Voice of Democracy patriotic-themed essay contest, not once, but twice. That kind of enthusiasm is rare and honestly makes teaching that much more fun. What truly sets Morgan apart, though, is her heart for others. From volunteering at Relay for Life, to tutoring students at Woodhill, to helping children with disabilities through Nathaniel's Hope Buddy Break, to handing out Christmas cards to residents at Peak Assisted Living. Morgan consistently chooses to put others first. She doesn't seek recognition, she simply serves. And that kind of servant's heart is something this world needs more of. Plus, just to make sure she doesn't have so much free time, Morgan is also a champion at skeet shooting, earning titles like first place junior ladies champion and third place ladies junior state champion. So yes, if physical therapy doesn't work out, Morgan, you've got other options. Morgan, I've truly enjoyed every moment getting to know you, whether it's your excitement in class, our conversations about college and the future or church, or simply watching you grow into a person you are today. You have a rare combination of intelligence, humility, strength, and faith. But more than anything, Morgan, you are a light. Not just a star student for this moment, but a light that will continue to shine long after today. A light in your future career as you care for others. A light in your relationships as you lead with compassion. And a light in this world because of your faith in Jesus, your character, and your willingness to serve something greater than yourself. So my challenge to you is this: don't ever let your light dim. Continue to stand firm in your faith, continue to lead with courage, and continue to be the kind of person who makes others simply better by just being around you. Because awards recognize what you've done, but your life is going to be defined by who you are. And Morgan, who you are is a truly exceptional child of God. Congratulations, Morgan.
Next, we are ready to recognize the Gaston Virtual Academy. The star student is Rochelle Sainville. Rochelle plans to attend Gaston College to major in nursing. She wants to pursue a career as a registered nurse, following in the footsteps of her family in the medical field. Her star teacher is Melissa Holland. Ms. Holland teaches science at the Gaston Virtual Academy. Unfortunately, Ms. Holland experienced a unexpected illness today and could not be with her, so her principal, Dr. Sharon Potts, will stand in for her. So let's welcome Rochelle and Dr. Potts at this time from the Gaston Virtual Academy.
Good evening. It is truly an honor to stand here as a star student and recognize my star teacher, Ms. Holland. 2 years ago, Ms. Holland made one of the greatest impacts of my life. During one assignment, I decided to take an easy way out, and I was tired that day due to a medical condition and just felt uninterested in continuing to work. So I decided to search for the answers online and submit the work. Upon submission, she noticed immediately, but instead of simply giving me a 0, she reached out to my parents and scheduled a meeting with me. And you can guess how that went. During that meeting, she asked me to state how I achieved the answer, and I couldn't give her a response. When she noticed that, she told me something that stayed with me ever since. She said if I had to use Google to search for my answers, then I didn't learn anything, and it wouldn't help me grow academically. From that moment on, I hold her words to heart and applied them as I moved forward with my studies. I finished her class with a B+ and learned an important lesson on integrity. As I pursue nursing classes at Gaston College, I carry her words with me. As in healthcare, there is no shortcuts when people's lives depend on your knowledge, effort, and most importantly, honesty. Because of Ms. Holland, I grow not just as a student, but as an individual, learning honesty and effort are important as knowledge.
Again, I know Ms. Holland would love to be here, and it's not doing well at this moment, but she will share at another time. But I would like to say that we are very proud of you for representing Gaston Virtual Academy as our star student. You are an awesome A honor roll student. You led our junior marshals last year during graduation, and you presently serve on the Superintendent's Leadership Council. So we're very proud of you, and congratulations. And again, Ms. Holland will love to share her comments with you as your star, as her star, being the star teacher. So congratulations, we're proud of you.
Now we're ready to welcome and recognize Forest View High School. The star student is Griffin Fitzgerald. Griffin plans to attend the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and major in biomedical engineering. His goal is to obtain a master's degree and specialize in immunology or prosthetics. His star teacher is Sam Braxton. Mr. Braxton is a science teacher at Forest View High School. Please welcome Griffin Fitzgerald and Sam Braxton from Forest View.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Griffin Fitzgerald, and it is a pleasure to be considered Forest View's star student. Throughout my academic career, Mr. Braxton has been the one teacher whose class I consistently look forward to taking. However, in my sophomore year, I wasn't even supposed to take his class. In fact, I only took his class because of one of my friends and the fact that I was too scared to take Spanish 3. However, this was the best decision that I ever made in high school. Mr. Braxton takes hands-on learning to another level, often using us as students as part of our lesson plan. Activities such as creating bridges out of popsicle sticks to demonstrate force, to doing egg drops to show momentum, have been some of my favorite high school moments. Braxton also likes to create a close environment with his students through his daily debriefs and daily quizzes, where he asks us about our weekend or about our favorite things. Reacting to these moments and leaving funny or creative remarks are some of my favorite parts of the day. Beyond the more exciting moments in his class, Mr. Braxton always ensures that we actually enjoy learning in his class. He is always optimistic and carefree, traits that every teacher should strive to achieve. And honestly, I attribute Mr. Braxton's teaching style and classes to the main reason I want to become an engineer in the future. Thank you, Mr. Braxton, aka Teach.
Thank you, Griffin, and thank you to Griffin's parents. More important than him being the star student, he's just an incredible guy. He's kind, polite, and courteous, and he's a star student. That reminds me of those raft guides at the Whitewater Center. They go up and down that little river a ton, but no trip is ever the same. It depends on the people in their raft on those trips. I bet sometimes they have a boring group. Maybe they're on their phones and and they're just going down the river bumping into rocks, you know? Not with STAR students. STAR students are ready to paddle. And so that raft guide has to be on their A game. That teacher has to be ready to teach. Griffin will come into my class and I quote, well, hold on, wait. First, he comes in and there's a little bit of wrestling and snacks are exchanged. And then Griffin will sit down and say, "Teach, I'm ready to learn today." And when someone talks to you like that, it just gets you excited about doing this job that all of us take so close to heart. And so, Griffin, thank you other STAR teachers. It's been a great trip. Thank you.
Next, we have Webb Street School. The STAR student from Webb Street is Dontaeus Worthy. Dontaeus plans to be involved with volunteer work in the community after he graduates. His STAR teacher is Casey Unger. Ms. Unger is the music teacher at Webb Street School. Let's welcome them at this time.
I picked Miss Casey because she is very nice. She is happy to see me when I get off the bus every day. Miss Casey likes to help me. Miss Casey is a great teacher because she is kind. She doesn't ever get mad. She takes her time to help me. We have fun when we learn in her classes. My favorite thing is to play drums in her class. I get to be loud and silly while I learn. Miss Casey shows me she cares because she works with me and gives me the time I need. She doesn't rush me or do the work for me. She understands me, and I know she loves me.
Okay, we gotta keep it together after that. One thing that makes Webb Street such a wonderful place to work is that I get to see students on their journeys from elementary all the way through graduation. And that means that I've had the privilege of teaching music to our STAR student Dontavius since 2010, back when Principal Williams was his kindergarten teacher. And more than the privilege of teaching Dontavius, though, is the simple act of knowing him. To know Dontavius is to know joy. You can probably tell from his smile right now that Dontavius is full of joy that is contagious to everyone around him. When I think of Dontavius, I definitely think of his smile, but also of his hands. Hands that I've seen grow from those of a child to those of a bright young man. Hands that wave at teachers, give high fives and fist bumps to friends in the hallways. Hands that shoot an enthusiastic three-pointer in the gym. Hands that never hesitate to be helpful, to hold open a door, to pick up something someone dropped, to give a pat on the back to a friend who needs some encouragement. Hands that have learned how to navigate a device to communicate at school and tell us all the exciting things he's doing. Hands that work so hard at Webb Street's Transition Academy. Dontavius uses his hands to make all kinds of delicious treats in Miss Rupert's class. His favorites are smoothies and milkshakes. He uses his hands to feed the fish in our aquaponics classroom, to sort and package food in our community food pantry, and he really likes to use his hands to dig in the dirt and get messy and take care of the plants in our greenhouse. And of course, in music, Dontavius uses his hands to jam out on all sorts of instruments. He plays a mean piano. He keeps a rocking beat on the drums. His hand is the first raised whenever I need someone to collect or pass out instruments. And this might not have to do with his hands, but he's always got his dancing shoes on. I know that Dontavius will continue to use his helping hands after he graduates. He'll be working at Gaston Skills, where his eagerness to learn and work hard will be a great asset, and you heard he'll be volunteering too. He may be packaging, sorting, and shrink wrapping items, doing quality inspections, barcoding, or lots of other types of work. Whatever the job, you can be sure Dontavius's capable hands will be up for the task. I'd like to thank Dontavius's family for raising such a kind, responsible, and caring young man, and for entrusting us at Webb Street to be a part of his growth over the years. And thank you to Dontavius. It is really such an honor to be your choice for Star Teacher. You're certainly a student who truly embodies all a Star student is, and we know you have the brightest future ahead. Never stop using your helpful hands.
Now we're ready to recognize East Gaston High School. The star student is Jaden Robinson. Jaden plans to attend the University of North Carolina at Charlotte to major in nursing. His star teacher is Amy McCauley. Ms. McCauley is a certified health education specialist at East Gaston High School. Let's welcome them at this time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jaden Robinson, though many may know me as Jamaica. And yes, I am from Jamaica. I moved here when I was 15 years of age. This nickname came from a football coach, but tonight I'm not here to talk about football. I'm here to talk about a teacher who has had a significant influence on my life, Miss Amy McCauley. When I first met Mrs. McCauley, she wasn't even my teacher. I would greet her in the hallway, and over time, those greetings became conversations, and eventually, what felt like interviews. She gave me advice on what it took to become a nurse, and along the way, we shared stories about my Jamaican roots, her Nebraska and Charlotte background, and even our love of food. She took the time to truly get to know me and guide me. Mrs. McCauley is influential because of her honesty and wisdom. She tells me the truth even when it's hard to hear and reminds me to live with integrity, humility, and gratitude. During one frustrating football season, she reminded me that patience, faith, and perseverance matter more than instant success. She has been more than a teacher. She's a mentor and a guide who holds me accountable to be my best self. Because of her, I understand the importance of choices, character, and faith. Mrs. McCauley helped shape the young man I am today, and her influence will stay with me for the rest of my life, and for that I am forever grateful.
"250 words is not enough for Jaden Robinson, but I'll try. Jaden Robinson is known by many names. He is Jaden, he is Jamaica, he is El Presidente, he is our student body president, which is pretty awesome considering he's only been at East Gaston for 2.5 years, and he is definitely East Gaston's celebrity. I was surprised when I realized that Jaden Robinson, the student I had only heard called Jamaica, would randomly show up one day after school to just inquire about health science classes, but day after day he kept showing up and we would talk. He would be waiting for his ride and we would talk about anything, as he alluded to, school, goals, Jamaica, the country, rice and peas, his favorite dish, and life experiences, football. And these often lasted about 5-10 minutes before running out literally to catch his ride. So finally the moment arrived, senior year, and he was enrolled as a student in my biomedical technology class. He provided a lot of comedic relief smiles. He displayed a love of learning, which is a beautiful thing to see, even when he was so very tired. Jaden, because of his eagerness to learn and grow, makes teaching enjoyable and rekindles the why we do what we do as educators. Okay. When you see a student who desires to grow and learn and mature to be successful, it reminds us our passion. So, oh gosh, okay, I tried really hard not to do this, but I am honored and humbled to have this moment with you, Jaden. I have no doubt that you're going to leave East Gaston and continue to make your mark on the world. So, El Presidente, in the words of St. Catherine of Siena, be who God meant you to be, and you will set the world on fire.
Now we are ready to meet the STAR student and STAR teacher from Cherryville High School. The STAR student is Cameron Bell. She plans to attend the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, where she will major in nursing. She plans to become a nurse practitioner or physician's assistant. Her STAR teacher is Jessica Ruiz. Ms. Ruiz is an English teacher at Cherryville High School. Let's welcome the STAR student and STAR teacher from Cherryville High School at this time.
Hi everyone. Ms. Ruiz is the epitome of dedication, an advocate and deeply intuitive, making me feel as though she understands me beyond my words. My name is Cameron Bell, and throughout my 4 years at Cherryville High School, I have been fortunate enough to have had Ms. Ruiz for 2 years, taking both her AP Lang and AP Literature courses. I choose Ms. Ruiz for my STAR teacher due to her well-rounded character. Her classroom is a haven, and she has been a confidant for me in some of my most vulnerable times, encouraging a supportive work environment and facilitating my growth in English. Alongside her support, Ms. Ruiz challenges her students, fostering growth through collaboration, tough-timed essay assignments, and projects emphasizing both deep analysis and style. I've learned so much from her consistent drive, learning to never stop blowing my dreams. She continuously goes beyond her duties as an English teacher. For me alone, she has proofread over 20 college essays, meticulously handwriting thorough feedback for no gain, but to solely guide my success during college application season. For her extra contributions to Cherryville High School showed her deep compassion and love for teaching and her students. Deep literary analysis and reading the classics were never concepts or skills I thoroughly understood coming into high school, and I can confidently relay that Ms. Ruiz strengthened my ability to both comprehend and analyze complex ideas and texts. I will always cherish Ms. Ruiz's class, as our laughs and deep discussions and gossip were some of my favorite memories from high school. Thank you.
I would like to begin by saying how truly honored I am to receive this recognition. Teaching is a profession that rarely seeks awards or applause. Most days the reward comes quietly in a student's breakthrough moment or a thoughtful question or watching someone grow into the person that they're meant to be. But tonight is different for a special reason, because this award is not given by just any old committee. It's given by a student, and that's what makes it so meaningful. Cameron Bell is an extraordinary young woman. Over the years, I've had the privilege of watching her grow into not just an exceptional student, but a remarkable person. She is the kind of student every teacher hopes to have in their classroom: thoughtful, driven, compassionate, and quietly determined. She has excelled academically. She ranks among the top students in her class and has earned the respect of both her peers and her teachers at our school. But what makes Cameron truly special is not her academic success, it is her heart. She is someone who naturally looks for ways to help others, whether she's serving her community, supporting her teammates, or simply encouraging those around her. She leads with kindness. She has a quiet strength about her, a steady determination paired with genuine compassion. These qualities make her an exceptional student. They also make her someone you can trust and look up to. She works hard, she perseveres when things get difficult, and she does it all with humility. It's no surprise to me that Cameron wants to pursue nursing. Caring for others is not just a career goal for her, it is part of who she is. I have no doubt that the empathy, dedication, and heart she already shows today will one day make a profound difference in the lives of countless others. As a teacher, we spend our careers hoping that something we do, some lesson, some encouragement, some moment of belief helps students recognize their own potentials. But the truth is that students like Cameron remind us why we choose our profession in the first place. They remind us that education is not just about content and curriculum, it's about people. It's about helping young individuals discover their strengths, develop compassion for others, and realize that their lives can make a difference. Cameron, it has been an absolute privilege to be a small part of your journey. Your kindness, integrity, and determination inspire all those around you, including me. After 18 years in the classroom, I can say with certainty that the greatest reward a teacher can receive is not an award or recognition. It's the opportunity to teach students like you. So this evening, while this award might be in my name or the names of other educators, it truly belongs to the students who make our profession so meaningful. So Cameron, thank you for this incredible honor, and I'm so proud of you, and I cannot wait to see the difference you make in the world.
Now we're ready to recognize the star student and star teacher for Hunter Huss High School. The star student is James Roseman. James plans to attend North Carolina State University, where he will major in political science. He hopes to work someday in Washington, D.C. His star teacher is Alicia Coram. Ms. Coram is a history teacher at Hunter Huss High School. Let's welcome them at this time.
This evening, I am honored to recognize and thank someone who has been incredibly important in my high school career, Mrs. Coram. Not only is Mrs. Coram an outstanding history teacher, but she also takes on the role as mentor for many of her students. She works hard every day to make history meaningful while encouraging her students to grow both in and outside of the classroom. In my 9th grade year, I was very quiet and often stayed inside my comfort zone. I was unsure and nervous about putting myself out there and taking a risk to try something new. Luckily, I had Mrs. Coram during my 10th grade year as my History of the Holocaust teacher. She saw potential in me that I had not yet seen in myself and encouraged me to join the Student Government Association. Even though I was unsure, her belief in me gave me the confidence I needed to take that risk. Her continued encouragement opened the door for me to get involved in other extracurricular activities and clubs at my school. Ultimately, I have grown as a student, leader, and person because I had Mrs. Coram as a teacher. She does more than teach history lessons. She helps shape the futures of her students. She challenges us to believe in ourselves, to try new things, and to reach our full potential. Words cannot express how incredibly grateful I am for her guidance, support, and belief in me. Thank you, Mrs. Coram.
First, I want to thank James for the incredible honor of being star teacher. This means more than any recognition since it comes from the students, and they are truly why teachers do this work. I met James during his freshman year after he joined student government, where I was the advisor at the time. I encouraged him to run for sophomore class president. James was convinced he would not win. In the days leading up to the election, I kept telling him, "You've got this. There's no way you're going to lose." Well, he lost. Most students who lose a school-wide election walk away from student government completely. Many get discouraged and quit. James did not quit. Instead of walking away, he stayed. He worked hard. He continued to show up and contribute, giving more than most of the students who actually won their elections. James took that adversity and turned it into a win just a few years later. Last spring, James ran for student body president, and it was one of the most impressive campaigns I have ever seen, funny yet organized. After all that hard work and persistence, he won that election and has served us well. The moral of the story is this: James showed that his leadership isn't about winning every time. It's about how you respond when things don't go your way. This mindset helped him thrive and will continue to do so with all his future obstacles and opportunities. To James, congratulations. This is well deserved. And good luck with your next chapter at NC State. I know you will continue to do great things.
Now we are ready for South Point High School. The star student is Tori Spivey. She plans to attend Appalachian State University, where she will major in business while continuing her involvement in cheerleading. She aspires to pursue a career in pharmaceutical sales. Her star teacher is Kelly Bolton. Ms. Bolton is the food and nutrition teacher at South Point High School. Let's welcome them at this time.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tori Spivey, and I'm honored to stand before you all as a star student. Navigating the path to adulthood is undoubtedly difficult. It makes it hard to determine the person you want to become in this world. However, when I entered Miss Bolton's food and nutrition class, I knew exactly the kind of woman I aspired to be. While I initially enrolled to learn about cooking, I never imagined this class would teach me more than I had ever learned before. Miss Bolton incorporates her creativity into every aspect of her lessons, providing hand-on culinary techniques, the importance of nutrition, and vital life skills. Her influence on her students' lives goes far beyond her excellence in the classroom. Miss Bolton is the epitome of a great teacher, a wonderful mother, a role model, and a best friend all in one. I have watched her showcase her kindness in numerous ways. I'm really sorry, I cry at literally everything. Whether it is a student crying on her shoulder due to struggles at home, a student going through a breakup, or a student who doesn't have someone to sit with at lunch. No matter the situation at hand, she is always there. So a simple thank you could never be enough for the profound impact she has had on my life and so many others. As I conclude, I hope you know that your chapter in my story is one I will always hold close to my heart. You've shown me that I am enough. You've reminded me of everything I am capable of achieving, and you have taught me what it means to be a strong, empowered woman.
I wasn't going to cry, but apparently I am, for the third time already tonight. I am truly honored to be named South Point High School star teacher, especially by a student as accomplished as Miss Tori Spivey. Tori is the kind of student every teacher hopes to have, not just because of her incredible amount of accomplishments, but because of who she is at her core. She's involved in literally everything from cheerleading, student council, the founder of the South Point Morning Show, and somehow also is serving as senior class president. Honestly, I'm pretty sure that her resume is much longer than mine and even Dr. Allen's at this point. I'll never forget my very first day of teaching. I was so incredibly nervous, having come into teaching as a second career in my life. And then Tori came into my room, bebopping in like she does with her bubbly, headstrong personality. And somehow she made me just feel at ease, and I knew this is where I was meant to be. And that's just who she is. She brings a light into every room she walks into and makes people feel comfortable and included. Tori is a cheerleader in every sense of the word, always cheering on others, fixing crowns without letting anyone know they were crooked in the first place, and constantly building people up. She is the student who notices others, who makes sure no one is left out, and she leads with kindness in everything she does. As teachers, we often wonder if what we really do makes a difference in their lives. And being chosen by a student like Tori is a reminder that it does. It's not just the lessons we teach, but the relationships we build that truly matter. So Tori, thank you for allowing me to be a small part of your journey. I am so proud of you and all that you have accomplished and still will, and I cannot wait to come watch you cheer at App. Thank you so much for choosing me as your STAR teacher.
Now we are ready for Stuart W. Kramer High School. The STAR student is Addison Royal. Addison plans to attend the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, majoring in political science and minoring in U.S. history. She hopes to attend law school and pursue a career as a constitutional law attorney. Her STAR teacher is Christy Huffstetler. Ms. Huffstetler is a retired Gaston County Schools educator, having taught at Ida Rankin Elementary School for 23 years. Please welcome the STAR student and STAR teacher for Stuart W. Kramer High School.
Some of the most important lessons in life begin with wrong decisions. Mine began with a lie in second grade. Something had occurred previously in the school day, and Miss Huffstetler asked me what had happened. I remember standing there, knowing exactly what the truth was, and choosing not to say it. Instead, I told her a half-truth, which is still a lie. And she believed me, but what stuck with me wasn't necessarily the lie I told, but the conviction that came with it. Miss Huffstetler trusted me. She believed my word, and even though it was a small lie, I had let her down. As C.S. Lewis once said, you can't go back and change the beginning, but you can start where you are and change the ending. A teacher like Miss Huffstetler changes lives in ways that no test or assignment could ever reflect. Yes, she may have taught me reading and math, but more importantly, she displayed what character looks like and modeled to each of her students that doing the right thing matters, even when no one else is watching. Tonight, I share this story to honor an influential teacher whose mark on my life will remain timeless. Ms. Huffstetler demonstrated that the smallest moments in a classroom can shape the way a student lives long after the lesson ends, because the most important lessons are not the ones we memorize, but the ones that become a part of who we are.
I cannot begin to tell you how unbelievably honored and privileged I feel to be standing here tonight. And just a little background on me, because I'm retired. I knew that I should have always been a teacher, but I fought it tooth and nail. My sisters were educators, and my mother worked for the school system. And I believed I needed to forge my own path. My first degree was in business, and I worked for a major utility company for almost 20 years. Finally, God said, enough. The semester before I went back to the Abbey, my employer would pay for only job-related courses. The semester I started, I could have gone to clown school, and it would have been paid. The semester I started my student teaching, it went back to strictly job-related courses. Teaching was never just a job nor a career to me. It was truly a calling. As many have said, you don't go into it for the income. It's definitely the outcome. And this young lady, well, I don't have enough adjectives nor time to describe her. She has a heart for others you would not believe. I saw it in second grade, and I see it now. She was a leader in second grade, and she remains that way today. Her impeccable will, drive, her faith in God, willingness to help others, and self-discipline to leave a positive imprint everywhere she goes, well, she's going to change this world of ours. Thank you, Addie, for allowing me to play a very small part in your life. You definitely made my world better for knowing you. I love you, and remember, you will always have a piece of my heart.
Now we are ready for North Gaston High School. The star student is Barrett Stroud. Barrett has completed basic training with the U.S. National Guard, showing his commitment to our country. After graduation, he plans to continue serving in the National Guard. His star teacher is Kenneth Walters. Mr. Walters teaches agriculture and animal science at North Gaston High School, and I understand he is spending his birthday with us this evening. Please welcome the star student and star teacher from North Gaston High School.
When I was asked to think about a teacher who influenced my life, only one name came to mind immediately, Mr. Walters. From the first day I walked into his classroom, I knew he was different. He didn't just teach lessons from a textbook, he taught lessons about life. He challenged us to think bigger, work harder, and hold ourselves to a higher standard. In all my years of school, no teacher has given me more lessons that I truly carried beyond the classroom. He showed me what leadership looks like, not just in school, but everyday life. He taught me that learning means nothing if you don't apply it. Because of his example, I pushed myself further than I thought I could. His encouragement and belief in me helped give me the confidence to join the Army National Guard and pursue my goal of becoming a soldier. Even now, I use the lessons he taught me, discipline, responsibility, and leading by example, to serve others and be a leader in my community. He didn't just teach subjects, he taught me how to lead my life. So thank you for believing in me, for pushing me, and for helping me become the person I am today.
What a wonderful birthday present that is, you know? It's truly an honor to accept the Star Teacher Award, but this recognition is far less about me than it is about the dedication and character of students like Barrett Stroud. Teachers are given the incredible privilege of guiding, encouraging, challenging young people, but it's the students who choose to rise to that challenge. When a student commits to grow, leadership, and service, that's where real success is found. Barrett's dedication throughout his high school years is a powerful reminder of why this profession matters. During our time together, Barrett embraced the leadership principles found in the 7 Habits of the Highly Effective Teens by Stephen Covey. As a freshman, he began learning to be proactive, taking ownership of his decisions and his future. By his sophomore year, he was beginning with the end in mind, setting clear goals for his academics, leaderships, and personal growth. As a junior, he demonstrated putting first things first, balancing responsibilities with discipline and determination. Barrett consistently participated and practiced think win-win in group projects, athletics, and friendships. He sought first to understand before being understood, showing maturity beyond his years. As a senior, he truly learned to synergize, bringing people together, encouraging collaboration, and strengthening the teams and organizations he was a part of. Most importantly, he continues to sharpen the saw, striving daily to grow mentally, physically, and emotionally. His commitment to serve in the North Carolina Army National Guard reflects his character, courage, and desire to lead through service. Awards like this may carry my name, but they are built on the hard work and dedication of students like Barrett Stroud. Thank you for allowing me to be a positive mentor during your high school journey. Thank you.
Now it is time to recognize Ashbrook High School. The star student is Tupelo Gazakis. Tupelo plans to attend the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill or North Carolina State University to major in exercise science. Her star teacher is Jesse Bernstill. Mr. Bernstill is an English teacher at Ashbrook High School. Let's welcome them at this time.
Mr. B, before I start this speech, I have a confession that I'd like to share with you, and I guess everybody else in the room. Oh boy. I used to really hate English, yeah, to the point where I dreaded it every day. But notice how I said the word used to, because all of that changed after I met you. Mr. Bernstill is the kind of teacher that you experience after years of boring teachers who never seem to care. Someone who completely changes the way you see a subject that you once hated. At least that's what he was for me. He is a light to Ashbrook High School and a teacher who never stops caring, even after students leave his class. After freshman year English, he never missed an opportunity to stop me in the hallway and ask, "How's life?" And even after I landed back in his class for AP English 11, during what seemed like the hardest academic year of my entire life, those questions turned into, "What can I do to help you?" I came into that class insecure about my writing, but even with how fast an AP course tends to be, he worked with me through the entire semester, and now here I stand today giving a speech about the teacher who helped me find my voice. Mr. B, I will never forget the influence you have had on me, not only as a student, but as a human being, because that's how you strive to treat everybody, as human, equally lovable, equally beautiful, and equally able to achieve more than we think we're capable of.
Forging your own identity is difficult when everyone knows your name. With the last name Bernstill, I always got, "You must be Damien's little brother," on the first day of class. As a child of two teachers, having the distinctive last name Gazaskis, Tupelo similarly faced a lot of pressure and expectations. But she has never relied on the legacy of being the child of teachers. She has elevated herself to star status of her own merits. Tupelo was a standout student in both English classes in which I taught her, and I would never have known she didn't like English, except maybe during poetry. As a freshman, she quickly established herself as a classroom leader, guiding her classmates through discussions of complex texts. As a junior, she had a near-perfect grade in AP Lang and excelled on her AP exam. Tupelo is super smart, but it's not her intelligence that makes her a star. She has her father's creativity and focus, and her mother's tenacity and drive. These qualities have made Tupelo a student who does all the things: athletics, student council, volunteering, and so much more. She's been named an Ashbrook Who's Who and was recently crowned Miss Ashbrook at our All-Star pageant. I'm thrilled to see Tupelo go on to NC State, where she will major in human biology as a Goodnight Scholar. I'm so proud of you, Tupelo. I know you have a stellar future ahead of you, one in which you will continue shining your light on others and making the world a better place. Thank you.
Now we are ready for Bessemer City High School. The star student is Nicole Cisneros Saldana. Nicole plans to attend Gaston College to pursue a degree in business administration. Her star teacher is Maxwell Badu. Mr. Badu teaches math at Bessemer City High School. Let's welcome them at this time.
Hello. Firstly, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all the teachers who have supported me throughout my life. I would not be where I am today without their guidance and encouragement. While I have had many outstanding teachers who have helped shape my learning and growth, today I would especially like to honor Mr. Baidu as my star teacher. Mr. Baidu has been a true inspiration in my life and has encouraged me to keep moving forward, even when things are difficult. During the time I have known him, he has always been kind, patient, and willing to help me work through my many math problems. He has taught me that it is okay to try, even if I might get it wrong, and to lock in and keep trying again until I understand. Because of his encouragement, I have been motivated to keep working, to understand the material, and to strive to be the best version of myself that I can be. Mr. Baidu believes in me even when I doubt my own abilities, and that has made a lasting impact on my confidence. He has guided me in the right direction countless times. He is reliable, supportive, and always there when students need help. I am truly grateful for the role he has played in my education and in my success. Mr. Baidu teaches with patience, dedication, and genuine care for his students. He is charismatic, responsible, and deeply committed to helping his students to grow. For all of these reasons, I am honored to recognize Mr. Baidu as my star teacher. Thank you.
Let me do it this way. Good evening. I am Maxwell Baidu, excuse me, an international teacher from Ghana, Africa, and I came with a dream. Still dreaming, but that dream will one day be fruitful for me. In classrooms around the world, we see students who shine with loud energy. And then there are the quiet treasures who inspire us most powerfully. Students like our star student tonight, Nicole. Nicole brings a beautiful, calm, and deep respect into my classroom. In a busy world full of distractions, she has that special ability to stay wonderfully focused on what truly matters. She also possesses a lovely gift of drawing. When Nicole picks up her pencil, she observes every detail with such patience and care, quietly turning her art into ideas, one thoughtful stroke at a time. As a math teacher, and as someone who has taught in different countries, I often speak about patterns, precisions, and problem solving. Yet, watching Nicole draw reminds me that these same qualities live beautifully in art. Patience, focus, and creative spirit. When Nicole chose me as her star teacher, I felt truly honored. It reminds us that the quietest students often notice the most and appreciate the deepest. Nicole, your determination, creativity, and strong character shows us all that greatness does not need to shout. Sometimes it whispers, and sometimes it arrives gently with a pencil in hand. Congratulations, Nicole.
We conclude our recognition of our STAR students and STAR teachers with the Highland School of Technology. The STAR student is Zalik Mehta. Zalik plans to attend the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill and double major in neuroscience and biology. Her goal is to attend medical school and become a pediatric oncologist. Her STAR teacher is Emily Kistler. Ms. Kistler is a math teacher at the Highland School of Technology. Let's welcome them at this time.
Good evening. I am incredibly honored to present Miss Kistler, my Math 3 teacher, mentor, and role model tonight. From the moment I entered her class on the first day of school my sophomore year, I was filled with excitement. I had heard from many classmates how incredible a person and teacher she was, but I had no idea of the countless ways she would impact my life. I've always been a huge math person, so when I first entered her class, I expected to learn the usual numbers and formulas I loved. But the countless and probably exhausting math questions I peppered her with were just the beginning. She challenged me in ways I never expected. Through the projects, assignments, and inspirational talks she gave us, she taught me a newfound confidence to tackle real-life problems the same way I approached a math problem, with the belief that there was always a solution waiting to be found. Miss Kistler has always been someone who celebrates her students' growth, big or small. She is the kind of teacher who greets you with a warm good morning and stops you in the hallway just to tell you how proud she is of you. Miss Kistler, thank you for believing in me and for being the kind of teacher every student hopes to have. It is truly my privilege to recognize you as my star teacher tonight. Thank you.
One of the greatest privileges of teaching is getting to watch students grow, not just academically, but also as people. Over the years, I've watched Zalak grow in her determination, in her commitment to learning, and in the way she pushes herself continually to be the very best. Your academic achievements are remarkable, but what stands out about you even more is your heart behind them. Zalak, you have taken challenges that many people could never imagine facing, and you've turned them into purpose. You didn't allow childhood cancer to define you. You turned it and allowed it to inspire you. And your goal of one day helping children as a pediatric oncologist is a reflection of the compassion and strength that you carry with you every day. But what makes you truly special is the way you care about people around you. Whether you're volunteering at a hospital, tutoring younger students, leading your peers, or simply offering encouragement to a classmate in need, you lead with kindness in everything that you do. Some of the most meaningful parts of teaching are the small, everyday moments. Quick conversations or words of encouragement, celebrating successes, and helping students through challenges. Those moments matter, and watching you grow through them has been a true joy. Zalak, it's been my privilege to be a part of your journey, and I'm so proud of you. I cannot wait to see all the lives that you will touch and the difference that you will make in the world.
Wow, what a wonderful evening to celebrate our star students. And we appreciate them sharing those heartfelt stories about the other very important people in this room, our star teachers, being recognized this evening. Let's have one final round of applause for our star teachers and star students in the class of 2026. Once again, our appreciation goes to GSM Services for your sponsorship and support again this year and for presenting this ceremony. And we want to thank the Gaston Early College High School for hosting our event again this year. We also would like to thank Guilty Pleasures Catering and Bakery in Gastonia for our reception, the Communications Department, and the Facilities Department for Gaston County Schools for contributing to the success of this program. Today's ceremony is being recorded for broadcast on Spectrum Channel 21, which is school TV for Gaston County Schools. You also will be able to watch the video on our website and on YouTube. We would like to say a very special thank you to our high school principals, administrators, and counselors, and central office administrators who are here this evening to help support this program. We also want to thank the guests of our star teachers who are with us to celebrate this occasion. And we want to acknowledge the parents of our star students. There is no question that they are the proudest people in this room. Congratulations, STAR teachers and STAR students for the class of 2026. This is your time to shine. We appreciate all of you being here, and we hope you have a nice evening.